Good morning, and welcome back to our show. Today's headline: This is a bad way to address AI job loss. Of course, Trump loves it, sets the tone. Let's unpack why the current administration, 18 months into its term, is turning the government into a giant shareholder. Since taking office, the Trump team has announced equity purchases totaling $26.7 billion in 30 private companies. That's not just a one-time thing. By fiscal year 2028, they plan to funnel another $14 billion into the stock market through what they call Trump accounts, earmarked for children's savings. The idea is simple but risky. The U.S. government, by owning a piece of private firms, could shape markets and potentially distort competition. And Trump's newest gambit goes beyond traditional industrial policy. He's looking to enter the public_exception stake in artificial intelligence companies, a move that would tie citizens directly to AI growth. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, has floated a plan to give 5% of the company's shares to a public wealth fund, with other AI firms expected to follow suit. The theory is that the fund's returns would be distributed to American citizens so wealthier and poorer people alike could benefit from AI-driven prosperity. But the article warns this strategy won't win over believers or protect workers from displacement. In fact, it could backfire by tipping the U.S. down economy. A better approach? Increase taxes on AI-powered companies instead of swallowing their shares. At OpenAI's current valuation of $852 billion, 5% is $42.6 billion, about the same as the government's 30 company investments plus the Trump account subsidies. Picture a scenario where the state grabs 5% of a dozen tech giants: Nvidia, Alphabet, Microsoft. Those stakes would eclipse all other experiments, flooding the public wealth fund with over $1 trillion in value. Trump articulated the plan as a partnership. The American people can benefit from the success of AI. It would be a beautiful thing. And it would make them rich. But, as the article shows, the gambit has a precedent for distortion. The $8.9 billion Intel stake, coupled with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick's pressure on tech leaders to award contracts to Intel. In short, the White House moves illustrate a new kind of corporatist policy that many economists warn could destabilize competition and undermine long-term growth. A tax on the AI sector would generate revenue without the market-distorting side effects of state equity ownership. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for more analysis, and remember, always read both the headline and the details. See you next time.